Hello and good morning. Let's talk about that EOC workbook here. It says find the diameter. Well, the diameter is all the way across. And on this one right here, you can actually just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the diameter is 8. If they want the radius, you would say 4. Sometimes they give you one where it's like this, on a slant, and then you'd have to do the distance formula from there to there. On this one right here, it says A is parallel to B, and that's real important. These are called alternating exterior, and if the lines are parallel, which they are, then these are equal. So you're going to take 2x minus 4 and set it equal to 100, and then work it out. So draw a line. You're going to add 4 and then divide by 2. Whatever you get your answer. So that's 96 here, divided by 2, whatever that is. So that's going to be 48, I think. Yep. And that's what x equals. If angle B is 100, and these are equal, so this one would have to be 100 as well. All right, so that's your EOC practice. Let's talk about this one right here now. Similar triangles. On a new sheet of paper, copy number 1. The question is, are the triangles similar? Remember, there's 3 ways to prove similar triangles. Number 1 is side, side, side similarity. Number 2 is side, angle, side similarity. And finally, number 3 is angle, angle similarity. And you want to have those in your notes. This one right here, it looks like they're trying to get 2 angles here. There's nothing about the sides. You might say, well, this one's 35 and so is that one, but this one is not the same, so they're not similar. Well, you don't know that because you have to find the missing angle. And the way you do that is you take your calculator and you subtract from 180, because every triangle is 180. So put 180 minus 35 minus 75, and when I do that, I get 70 degrees. So this one is actually 70 degrees. So this is the same as this one. So that's one angle, one pair. And then this one right here is the same as this one. So you're going to say yes, angle, angle, similarity. They are similar, which means the sides are proportional and the angles are equal. Let's take a look at number 2. They always give you this one. This is a word problem, and this is on your worksheet today, okay? And you need to know how to do this one because it is on the EOC. First thing you do is you separate the little triangle, which looks like this. Okay, and that's the lady. She stands 1.3 meters, and the sun is over here, and it casts a shadow. The shadow for the lady is down here, and that's 1.8. Okay, so we have one triangle here, and then we have the great big triangle with the tree over here. Yes, that's a tree. And we're looking for the height of the tree here. So she's standing 7 meters in front of the tree, and this is her shadow, 1.8, and if you add that up, you get 8.8. So 8.8 is the distance from here to here. You got to add these two up right here. In any event, you're going to use proportions. So you're going to say the bottom over the bottom, so 1.8 over 8.8 equals the vertical over the vertical, 1.3 over x. And that's called your proportion right there. And so you just cross multiply. So you're going to get x. Notice how I'm going from the bottom. So it's going to be 1.8 times x equals 8.8 times 1.3. And then I'm going to divide by 1.8 to get x by itself. So x is equal to whatever that is. So let's figure that out. Have your calculator out, okay? So 8.8 times 1.3, press equals, divide by 1.8, and I get 6.4 approximately. 6.4 meters is how tall that tree is. A meter is about 3 feet. That's about 18, maybe 20 feet. And that's how you do that one. This one right here, take a look at it. You see how this one is the longer side if you look at it? And this one is the longer side over here. So you're going to put the big one over the big one. And then you're going to put the little one over the bigger one here, or the little one. Little one over little one. And you get this. And then you got to cross multiply. So you're going to have 27 times both of these equals 63 times 21. So you're going to have to distribute here. Okay? So on your calculator, you're going to do 27 times 21, press equals. That gives you 576 here. And then 27 times 2, I think is 54x. And then 63 times 21, that's going to give you 1323. Now you're going to subtract 576, and then you're going to divide by 54. So minus 576, press equals, divide by 54, and I get 13.8. And that's how you work that problem. Okay? So I gave you the classic tree problem, I gave you this one, and I gave you this one where you have to subtract from 180 to see if they're similar. Today you have a worksheet, and I want you to work with your neighbor and get some help or give some help if you get stuck, okay? So make sure it's math talk. If I hear anything else, you will lose points and may get an email home as well. Okay, but it's okay if you want to work with someone next to you, not across the room. So here's the worksheet, and if you get stuck, ask. Let's turn our attention now to MCR. So parents, if you're following at home and you're saying, well, what is this? Well, this is not geometry, this is MCR. Okay, so let's take a look. Now I do have some bell work in here somewhere. At least I thought I did. Pretty sure I did. All right, so here it is right here. Okay, so let's take a look at the bell work here. This one right here is the absolute value, so you're going to put a +9 and a -9. That's the first thing you do. And then you work it out. So you divide by 3 for both of these. That's one answer. And then this one you divide by 3, you get a -3. So your answer can be a +3 or a -3. This one right here, you do it exactly the same way as I just did. So you put -4 plus 5x is equal to 16. -4 plus 5x is equal to a -16. And then you work it out. This one right here, you have to first get the absolute value alone. So you're going to subtract 8 from both sides. So you're going to get 3, and then this is going to be 72. And then you want to get rid of that 3 by dividing by 3, and you're going to get -8x. Absolute value is equal to whatever that is. That's 2, I think it's 24. 3, that's 12, that's 4, yep. And then you're going to set it up as a +24 and as a -24. And then work it out. And that's how you do that. Today you have a worksheet. Worksheet looks like this. If you get stuck, you can ask your neighbor, but make sure you're working with your neighbor. And I did say you had a worksheet, and here it is. So my papers were a little mixed up today, but it's okay. All right, so that's MCR class, and there's the worksheet. And there's a backside, which looks like this. And the answers are there, but I do want to see the work, okay? All right, have a good morning, and I'll see you in class.